Trump sends earthquake through D.C. with announcement of who he wants to fire ASAP. President Trump on Monday said Justice Department official Bruce Ohr should be fired for his involvement in the Russia investigation. In a tweet calling for OHR's firing, Trump also took a swipe at Attorney General Jeff Sessions, suggesting he does not have the resolve to axe Ohr. Sessions has recused himself from the Russia probe. Will Bruce Ohr, whose family received big money for helping to create the phony, dirty and discredited dossier, ever be fired from the Jeff Sessions Justice Department? A total joke. Trump tweeted. The president's latest attack came days after he said he planned to pull OHR's security clearance and called him a disgrace over his ties to an opposition research firm that compiled a dossier during the 2016 campaign about Trump's ties to Russia. Revoking OHR's clearance could severely hamper his ability to do his job and would amount to derailing his career at the Justice Department. But Trump's comments show he may want the department's leadership to go even further. Ohr has come under fire from Republicans for his links to Fusion GPS, the firm behind the controversial dossier. Fusion GPS hired former British spy Christopher Steele to compile the document about Trump during the campaign. Ohr was demoted late last year after it was revealed he had contacts with Steele. OHR's wife, Nellie, also worked for Fusion GPS during the campaign. Trump and his GOP allies have used those ties to argue the special counsel's Russia probe is tainted by bias. Bruce Ohr is at the center of false allegations which led to a multi-million-dollar investigation into what apparently didn't happen. Darrell Issa, House Oversight. "We can take out the word apparently," Trump said in a subsequent tweet, citing the Republican congressman's comments on Fox News. "Now, this is why we the people elected Donald Trump as our 45th president." In a tweet, on Monday President Trump made his feelings known when it comes to Justice Department official Bruce Ohr by saying he should be fired for his involvement in the Russia investigation. But he didn't stop there, he also rightly so took a swipe at Attorney General Jeff Sessions by suggesting he does not have the resolve to axe Ohr after Sessions recused himself from the taking in any part of the Russia probe. Heavy check mark real Donald Trump. Will Bruce Ohr, whose family received big money for helping to create the phony, dirty and discredited dossier, ever be fired from the Jeff Sessions Justice Department? A total joke. This most recent latest by the president came only days after he said he planned to pull OHR's security clearance and called him a disgrace over his ties to an opposition research firm. Fusion GPS, which gathered the fake Russian dossier during the 2016 campaign about Trump's ties to the Kremlin. This action would severely hamper OHR's ability to do his job at the Justice Department and would most certainly end his career. Here is more on this via The Hill. Trump has targeted Ohr as part of a broader effort to retaliate against key figures involved in the Russia probe, which is examining ties between his campaign and Moscow's interference in the 2016 election. The president has already revoked the security clearance of former CIA Director John Brennan, who briefed Trump on the dossier's findings and later became a vocal Trump critic. In a series of morning tweets, Trump dared Brennan to sue him over the revocation and blasted special counsel Robert Mueller's team of investigators as a national disgrace. Trump is lashing out at a time when he is feeling intense pressure over the Russia probe. His former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, is facing more than a dozen financial fraud charges brought by Mueller, and a verdict could come at any moment. Longtime Trump fixer Michael Cohen is likely to be charged soon over alleged bank fraud, according to a New York Times report. And The Times revealed over the weekend White House counsel Don McGahn has been cooperative with Mueller than previously thought. Heavy check mark real Donald Trump. Bruce Ohr is at the center of false allegations which led to a multi-million-dollar investigation into what apparently didn't happen. Darrell Issa, House Oversight. "We can take out the word apparently." Fox News. Fusion GPS actually hired a former British spy by the name of Christopher Steele to compile the fake dossier about Donald Trump during the campaign, and Ohr was forced to take a demotion in late 2017 after it was discovered that he had previous contact with Steele. OHR's wife, Nellie, worked for Fusion GPS during the time of the campaign. President Trump has previously targeted Ohr as part of a broader strategy in order to retaliate against key players who are involved in the partisan Russian probe, which is currently looking into ties between the Trump campaign and Moscow's alleged interference in the 2016 election. Last week the president revoked the security clearance of former CIA Director John Brennan. Brennan was the operative who originally briefed the president on the dossier's findings but later became a vocal Trump critic. The president is stepping up his efforts of late in order to rid the nation of the swamp. And make no mistake about it, all these characters mentioned are neck deep in swamp water.